Hi, my name is Benjamin Neal, and I'm a doctoral graduate student at the Scripps Institution of Oceanography at the University of California, San Diego.
And I'm Jerry Reese, middle school teacher at Dana Middle School in Point Loma, California.
I'm Diana Tucker from Maria, Ohio. I teach science in Ring Middle School.
And we want to say welcome to all of you at home for our research cruise. We're out on the research vessel Melville from the Scripps Institution of Oceanography, and we're out in the middle of the Santa Barbara Basin, the area of water located in the Channel Islands just west of Los Angeles.
We're going to be out here for a week, and every day we're going to share with you what's going on in the research vessel so that you can learn about the science of the research in your classroom.
And the goal of the teachers is to bring that research into the classroom so children have a perspective of what it's like being on the cruise.
Hey, welcome back. And here we are out at sea. When you go out to sea, you got to remember to bring everything with you. And actually, the most important thing to bring with you is the boat. And here it is, the great research vessel Melville.
Because we're going to be out on the boat for over a week, everything else we have is already here for us. We have a kitchen, which is called the galley, here on the boat, where there are 4 wonderful chefs cooking up delicious meals for us every day. We eat here in the mess hall, which you would know as the kitchen at home. We sleep at night in our berths, which you would call your bunk or your bed at home. And when we need to go to the bathroom, we go to the head, which you would be calling the bathroom at home. Everything we need for the week is already here on the boat.
And to make sure that all this is working on such a large vessel, we need to make sure a group of engineers can get us from point A to point B, the officers to make sure that we don't crash into anything while we're going there, the deck crew to make sure that everything's working well on the boat, the whole group that's working inside in charge of taking up cleaning, making sure that it's all clean from our big messes every day, and then a group of scientists that are doing all their work outside the boat.
And the scientists are also divided up into groups. The real specialists. Scientists might focus on just the animals that live in the bottom of the ocean, the sediment or the dirt at the bottom, and they might work on just the marine mammals that live at the top of the ocean, or even the seabirds that live above the ocean. And of course, then there's the fish, and the zooplankton, and the plankton, and lots of other things living in the ocean, which is what we're going to talk about on this cruise.
The CalEchoes cruise is a graduate-led interdisciplinary research cruise that's combining research and education at sea.
All right, this is the hallway into the living quarters. This is where I'll be staying for 9 days with Christian. He's a graduate student from SIO.
I got 2 bunks here. One person will be on day watch, another will be on night watch. So while one's sleeping, the other one will be doing research, and we just flip-flop. So there will probably be somebody in here at all times.
The Santa Barbara Basin was a site chosen for our studies because it is an anoxic basin, which means that there's very little oxygen at the bottom. And because of this, there aren't many animals that are burrowing and churning up the sediment. And therefore, the sediment actually layers on top of itself, with light layers during the summertime and dark layers at winter. And so this almost creates a tree ring effect. And so as scientists, when we core down into the ground, we're able to count back the rings or layers back into time and sample particular periods of interest. So in Santa Barbara is where they were able to put together some of the first climate records of what the weather and climate patterns have looked like in the past. And we've also been able to see a lot of changes in the animals and productivity and chemistry of the waters, as well as changes that have taken place on land, like movements of trees and different plants. And for these reasons, it's a great place to be able to go and see what's happening today, and then see what has happened in the past.
At the beginning of a cruise, it's obviously a little more overwhelming than I would have thought in terms of coordinating everything that's happening on this ship between the crew, some of the crazy teachers that are going on around here.
Okay. I think that the most surprising thing about life on a research vessel is how incredibly busy everybody is. Even as we are getting ready for bed, there's people over here who are getting ready to go fishing in the middle of the night. There's people who have been sleeping because they're getting up in the middle of the night to start their experiments and their deployments. And around the clock, everybody's working. Lots of different people are collaborating with their projects, and it's just incredibly busy.
Non-stop.
Non-stop. Good, yeah, non-stop.
Next step is we got a whole day planned out tomorrow. We're going to learn a little bit about the coring that's going to be happening in the basin, and so we're going to be on board for that bright and early, 5 a.m. Good start, and then we're going to be kind of getting together and getting ready for our next video, which we're going to send to you guys.
Waking up at 3 a.m. to possibly do a little squid jigging and shrinking the cups. Bright and early. That's my day. That's the highlight of my day. Everything's downhill after 5 a.m.
What have you done so far today?